The Battle of the Marne, fought from September 5 to 12, 1914, was a pivotal moment in the First World War, marking the end of the German advance into France and the beginning of trench warfare that would dominate the Western Front for the next 4 years. The battle is often heralded as the Miracle of the Marne, due to the dramatic reversal of fortunes for the Allied forces. By early September 1914, the German armies, executing the Schlieffen Plan, had made significant inroads into France. Their rapid advance had forced French and British forces into a retreat that threatened Paris. On September 2nd, as German troops approached, the French government debated declaring Paris an open city, which would have left it undefended, and then decided to relocate to Bordeaux to avoid capture and maintain governmental continuity. However, logistical challenges began to strain the German advance. The right wing of the German army, commanded by General Alexander von Kluck, decided to bypass Paris, redirecting their movement southeast. This decision was influenced by the need to shorten their overstretched supply lines, which were becoming increasingly difficult to maintain over the rapidly extended front. French reconnaissance aircraft played a crucial role in detecting the German shift. This intelligence allowed General Joseph Gallieni, the military governor of Paris, to take decisive action. Gallieni, recognizing the vulnerability of the German flank, ordered General Michel-Joseph Montgomery's newly formed 6th Army to strike at von Kluck's exposed right flank. On September 5th, Montgomery's forces engaged the German First Army near the Ourcq River, creating a breach in the German positions. This unexpected attack halted the German advance and forced von Kluck to redirect his forces to meet the new threat, thereby exposing a gap between his army and that of General Karl von Bülow's Second Army. General Joseph Joffre, the French commander-in-chief, seized the opportunity created by Montgomery's attack. He ordered the Fifth Army, commanded by General Louis Franchet d'Espèrey, and the British Expeditionary Force, led by Field Marshal Sir John French, to exploit the breach between the German First and Second Armies. The Allied forces moved swiftly to penetrate the gap, driving a wedge between von Kluck and von Bülow. The German commanders, realizing the danger of encirclement, ordered a general retreat. Von Bülow's forces pulled back towards the northeast, while von Kluck's troops retreated northward. This maneuver widened the gap between the German armies, ensuring their tactical defeat but allowing them to avoid complete encirclement. Despite heavy casualties, the French and British forces were unable to fully capitalize on their breakthrough due to exhaustion and logistical limitations. Nevertheless, the German retreat marked a significant strategic victory for the Allies. The German armies fell back to the Aisne River, where they began to dig in, establishing defensive positions that would evolve into the extensive trench systems of the Western Front. The Battle of the Marne had profound implications for the course of the war. It thwarted the German objective of a quick victory in the West and forced a shift to a war of attrition. The stabilization of the front lines heralded a new phase of static, trench-based warfare, characterized by grueling battles and minimal territorial gains. The victory at the Marne also had a significant psychological impact. It bolstered Allied morale at a critical juncture, demonstrating that the German advance could be halted and reversed. For the Germans, the failure of the Schlieffen Plan necessitated a reevaluation of their strategy. The anticipated swift campaign had transformed into a prolonged conflict, requiring immense resources and leading to widespread devastation. The Battle of the Marne must also be understood within the broader context of the early months of the war. It followed the Battle of the Frontiers, where French forces had suffered devastating losses, and the initial German successes in Belgium and northern France. The ability of the Allies to regroup and launch a successful counteroffensive despite these setbacks showcased the resilience and coordination of the French and British military leadership. In the years following the Battle of the Marne, the Western Front became the focal point of the First World War. The entrenched positions from the North Sea to the Swiss border symbolized the stalemate that defined much of the conflict. The battle itself became a symbol of Allied determination and a turning point that shaped the strategic dynamics of the war.